base strength is for you to really understand how you can get in great shape without spending a lot of time, a lot of energy, as well as making this very manageable and very efficient for you. Look, I totally get it. You're a parent, you're a dad, you're a mom, you don't have a lot of time, right? So you want to get into the gym, do what you got to do, and get out and get on with your day. So that's exactly why I wanted to showcase one of my favorite programs for chest and back that you can easily do, and all you need is a power rack, some Olympic weights, TRX resistance bands, and have a great workout. And it takes about 20 minutes. So let's show you that now. Let's get into it. Here we go. And keep in mind, I'm like shooting this and working out as we go here, dude. Like this is just real life. Real as it gets. Do a couple hip things. So I might take it to the floor and work on some hip mobility. Just one of my personal goals is to get more flexible with my hips. And I like to do this position and try to move back, move into this right hip and getting it unlocked. I find that this is more of my tight spot, as well as a limitation when it comes to developing power, rotating my hips over when it comes to throwing things like shot put, like javelin, or the discus. So I work on this as well. So we'll skip the hip opener stuff and we'll get into the workout now. Anyways, we're gonna start off with bench press. So the goal here is to do about 3 to 4 working sets. I'll typically start off with a 45 pound on each side. You wanna maybe do a warm-up set. This is the purpose of this 45 pounds, to do a warm-up set. My working sets are going to be within 70 to 80% of my 1 rep max. So we're talking about 225 pounds around there. And I typically go for 8 to 10 reps and 3 reps. And then my last set, I'll try and do maybe 90% of my 1 rep max. So like 250, 260 pounds, something like that. The numbers aren't exact, but I'm just giving you an idea of kind of like what the game plan is here. So let's do it. Oh, okay. All right, that was 12 reps and that felt good. Like there was no popping on my joints, my chest, got a nice stretch. I could feel the activation and already kind of blood and stuff rushing to that area. So we're feeling good. That was really great. And we're gonna rest for like 30, 40 seconds. It's a fast one because it's a warm up. I didn't really push myself too hard. And we're gonna add on some more weight here. Okay, 225. Here we go. All right. Let me give you some exact numbers. 225 divided by 305. Yeah, so 225 is about 73% of my 1 rep max. Okay. Three, 4, 5, 7, 8. Let's get one more. 9. Whew. There we go. Did 9 reps, 225. Feels good. Liking that. And what we'll do is we'll set the clock timer to go ahead and start. and we'll try and map out what would be a minute rest. And we'll hit it again. Again, depends on your goal here. If you're trying to power lift, you're going to take a much longer break between your next set. We're going a little bit for hypertrophy with this style of working out. Not so much for maximum strength, but you'll develop strength nonetheless doing a workout like this over time, for sure. All right, about 20 seconds. So that was 9 reps. We'll try and do 9 again. Just depends. Sometimes I feel better on the second set than the first working set. So we'll see. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. Well, only able to do really 8. Maybe could have got 9, but didn't want to hit the struggle bus on this live video. And I was able to do that in about, 40 seconds. So I'm moving very fast. There's a few reasons for that. One is I'm probably a little bit tired. I didn't sleep well last night. And I want to film this content and make sure that it's condensed in a nice, timely manner. But I would say that you probably want to go a little bit slower on some of these rep ranges. And it's okay if you don't do a lot of weight or you aren't able to hit, maybe 10 reps and you get closer to 6 or 7. So I can showcase that on this next round. Okay, here we go. And again, like I said, last one. So we'll make it a good one and we'll try and get as high as we can, but we'll see. Well, let's go one more. Nice. Woo, got it. So feeling incredibly pumped here. This is great. 3 working sets, tough sets. Last one you saw really hit the struggle bus. Muscles, body feeling engorged, chest, like triceps, feels great. Feels really good, man. So what I'll do from here is I might do one more and just do more of a 90% maximum if I'm feeling up for it. Today I'm not. I'm just gonna switch over and now do barbell rows. So check this out, barbell rows coming up next. Jump into it. I use 45 pounds. I'm gonna do the barbell rows. I'm not that strict with my rows. You'll see I allow the weight to kind of move a little bit more freely, get a little bit more momentum. Some people want to be really strict, and that's great if you really want to focus on some areas. Some people want to be a little bit more loosey-goosey, which is great too because you'll get a better stretch potentially. So just depends on the range of motion you're going for and what you're feeling. But this is kind of how I do my rows. I just really want to focus on my elbow coming back behind my body and really trying to accentuate that feel and pull. And it takes a while to build up that mind muscle connection, but once you get it, then it really will kick for you. And the same thing here, I'm gonna focus on getting 8, 9, 10 reps. Wow, I can really feel with this rowing motion my lats and muscles tying back into my deep back there. So I love it. It's great. I might mix this in with some pull-ups. I'm just coming over here behind the camera just to make sure, check things are looking great. In between my rows too, I'll show you guys this too. This is really good habit to get into as you do your back and chest workouts. Just come over here and let those lats just breathe. Let those wings spread, my bro. My bro, let it spread. You can feel your scapular parts of your back just really just pulling away as far as possible from the midline of your spine. And if you could feel that distance created by that pull and that stretch, then that is the key right there. Wow, that felt good. So what we're going to do is we're going to add 10 pounds to this and just go up 10 pounds every set. You don't have to do this. You could do it similar to the bench press where we just started out directly with what is 60-70% of my working set. This would probably be closer to 80%. Not 80%, but 75% of what I'd say would be a working set for me. And when I'm doing these, I'm a little different. I like to stagger my feet a little bit. So what I mean by staggered is that one foot is slightly in front of the other foot. That way it just gives me more of a platform and foundation to be very, very, very rigid and sturdy. And you're pulling something up from the ground. I don't want to feel like it's pulling me forward too much. I want to be able to have my feet a little bit staggered so I can have a stronger foundation. Anyways, that's what I do. I find it useful for me, whether it's front foot, left foot, but slightly off staggered, just a tad. It's not very obvious, but it just gives me a little bit more sense of control as I go to lift this weight. And we're going to lift 2, 3, 5, 8, 9, 10. Oh, wow. That was 10 reps. And again, we're moving this weight quick. I want to emphasize that I am moving the weight fast. We could slow down and get a totally different feel, totally different workout by just slowing down that weight. And what would be critical in slowing down the weight would be slowing down the weight specifically as you are lowering the weight. As the weight gets lowered, you're in control of that weight and you're lowering it slowly. That would really, really maximize the efficiency of this workout as well as the effectiveness on targeting specific muscle groups. So work on slowly lowering the weight. But dude, you can't help it. When you're coming into the gym, you're just feeling good, you're getting a pump, the weight just moves. It moves sometimes. It's not me. I'm telling you, it's not me. All right, I'm not sure if we're still rolling on the camera, but we got one more set of these. Oh, we are still rolling. Shoot, we missed it. Okay, we're still rolling. I moved the camera down, and now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna hit this one more time. Fuck. Okay, I just reset the camera, but let's go ahead and hit it one more time. And again, here, this is moving so nicely for me. I'm feeling really good now. I might go heavy here, add a 25, and do the rows. You don't have to row this much weight, honestly. You really don't. I mean, I'm just kidding. I want, maybe trying to show off. That's what it is. It's like, calm down, dude. There's no need to show off here. We're all getting swole. Let me see here. What do we got? I don't know what happened to one of my 10-pound weights. It has disappeared. Anyways, we'll take off one of those and we'll throw one of these on. And again, this is just another 10 pounds we're adding to this. You could put clamps on the bar. I realize there's no clamps here. But look, brother, if you are in control of the weight, first off, use clamps for safety, but if you're in control of the weight, you could get away with not really needing a clamp or two sometimes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. Let it go. 10. Oh man. Oh man, that was great. Okay, so we hit the chest and we hit the back. Now, I want to show you how you can do a fly-like motion without actually having any cables. So again, this is how I might be able to do some flies without having any cables. So TRX row, and my body weight is very heavy. I'm about 215, 220 pounds, give or take. How much I ate for Thanksgiving, Christmas break. So, you know, just using my body weight here is a great way to really put a lot of strain on the pecs, on the pec muscle, and work these flies. There's a lot we could do here. I could do more like a push-up style fly, where my chest is going deep into the stretch and popping out, or more of your traditional barbell or dumbbell fly, where the weight is to the sides of my head, and I'm kind of using my shoulders and chest to kind of hinge. Man, that's great. So I'll do 2 sets of this at the end. Really make sure I just hit that chest super hard. And we're running. I'll show you what I'll do for the other parts of my back exercise. And we can come over here, I'll take the camera. But we hit the TRX rope. I'll just take the rope, I'll swing it back here so it's out of the way. So now, TRX rope, totally out of the way, you know? I have a ton of space now, ton of space to just come in and just hit some good old pull-ups. And we could just hit the pull-ups right here. And we could go ahead and do that. I'm gonna put the camera over here and I'll show you how we could get down on some quick pull-ups. About 3 to 10 times. 3 reps if I'm doing weighted pull-ups, 10 times if I'm unweighted and fresh. So I'm gonna do 3 sets and typically do as many reps as I can for these 3 reps. So here we go. Grip can vary, obviously. Wider grip, really work on the outside. I might not get as much range of motion, but the lats will feel really good. And then as I get closer, I get a lot more power here and explosiveness. And I'm just not working as much on the width, but you're gonna get size regardless, however you hit these. It's just more of a preference and specific like details that you might be working on within your back muscles by going wide or keeping it a little bit more narrow. So let's get started. I'll start right here. This is one of my stronger pull-up positions. There we go. That's it. So again, here's the grip positions. You could go outside here if you're really trying to focus on the width. And then here is my inside grip position. I get a lot of power and strength from this position. Sometimes I might overhang one finger on the outside, and that feels really good. And I'm kind of getting the best of both worlds. But yeah, if I'm way out here, I'm really, really working on width, and I probably won't get the range of motion. Obviously, we can bring them inside too. And this is great for that pull-like effect as well. Hey, so we just hit the workout. Again, very, very fast compound movement lifts. And we are going to now do a quick stretch to cool down. One of my favorite stretches is a chest stretch. You can easily just take one of your arms, grab something, a wall, a door, preferably behind you, stand in front of this object about, I would say, almost 1.5 feet, 2 feet, and then just really feel that stretch at the top of this shoulder, and you could be really feeling the muscle at the insertion point at the bottom of your pec. Really stretch as well. And just hold this for like 10, 15 seconds. And purpose here is that you just want to get that muscle to really stretch out after you did all that work and pumping it up and working it to its max. I'll do the same thing on this side. The great thing is that you could twist your torso here. Usually my stretch position isn't as strong at the beginning, just as the muscle is really tense still. But as I ease into it, I'm able to relax and kind of go deeper into this stretch. And obviously as I turn and look this way, that stretch feels more and more intense. So that's how I would stretch out my chest. We could do a little shoulder mobility and safety things. I do take some of the resistance bands and kind of use these to kind of work on shoulder mobility as well as strength, rotational strength. Something to do before as well as after some of your shoulder, chest movements. And then for your back, very similar, but we're going to take this door bar and just really you want to focus on bringing your back parallel to the floor. And that's really going to pull this stretch. Once your back is parallel, to get really deep in this stretch, the next variation is you almost want to sit down. Like imagine a chair behind you that you're trying to sit in, and it's really going to pull your lats and back. You could do it simultaneously with two hands, or you could do one hand at a time, like I'm doing. And focus on getting parallel and now sitting. There you have it. Hey guys, thanks again. If you made it this far in the video, I appreciate you following along. Hopefully this style of working out may appeal for you. It might appeal for you. It might be very interesting. It might be very compelling. You might find it very useful. I'm looking forward to posting more video content like this because I think it could be tremendously helpful for people. Like you don't have to follow a strict regimen of like hitting 4, 5, 6 different variations of a muscle group. Just come in, hit it hard, hit it within the right rep ranges as well as I guess effort levels and intensities, and I think that you can achieve the activation and growth we're looking for. Again, like I just hit this very, very short workout. Obviously, I've been working out for a long time, so I could feel the pump and I could feel the muscle fiber activation and the mind muscle connections there. But like you can achieve this too. It doesn't take long. You know, this is not something that I've been able to achieve with performance enhancing drugs or anything crazy like this. It's all natural. You can do it. I believe in you. So follow along, like and subscribe if you like this content, this type of video style, and look forward to making more content. What I will say, and I want to shoot content on this too, is that, you know, I come in here, I do my workout, and then I also hit cardio on the exercise bike. So I'll be showing you how I do cardio on the bike or cardio outside on a run. I might roll up this garage door here and do a long run into the hills, and that's really fun as well. But I also do a lot of recovery things that I think are interesting, whether they're cold plunge, sauna, or red light therapy. So we'll be dropping some videos on that, infrared sauna, as well as red light masks, red light hats, different things like that. Just trying to keep those, that mane and that lock that I have. So, hey, thanks for following. Like and subscribe.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.